Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Powerful cognition. Chant this Mahavagya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, after this most beautiful darshan of Bhagavan Lingamurti, form of Sadashiva, all of us have received the initiation to be able to express ultimate experience, the most powerful state experience of oneness with Lingamurti. How did you all enjoy the darshan today?
How was the darshan for each one of you? How did you experience today's beautiful darshan, a shower of compassion from Swamiji? Can I request everyone to please share your beautiful experience with us? What you have had as an experience today is an experience that will save you not just from this life and for lifetimes to come. It's going to be etched inside of you, and you will experience your parallel universe existence. Now let's do a round of our manifestation, because during the darshan, Swamiji initiated all of us to be able to manifest these powers. Swamiji has initiated you into that power manifestation science that seated just that inside you right now. And this is the best time to be able to manifest powers. And I request every one of you that are here right now, after this most powerful initiation from Swamiji, all of you can manifest the power any place you want. We're going to be doing an interesting round now. Any place, I'm going to be showing you all a random house. And you're all going to be trying and scanning and identifying the different locations of that house. Ready? I request every one of you, if you're all clear. So I will be projecting a house. I will be projecting an image of a house for you all. And we're going to literally do like a 3D virtual tour into the house. Right? So all the participants that are here, right now, right after this darshan and initiation, all of you can describe whatever you're seeing about the house. You're all going to describe it in the chat. Are you all ready? If you're all ready, please put yes in the chat. It's going to be like a game. Okay, think of it like a game. Just manifest the whole thing like a game. You can just post whatever you're seeing, whatever Swamiji is showing in the third eye, you're going to describe. And I'm going to ask the questions based on the based on what I show, project for all of you, I'm going to be asking you all the questions. So shall we start? All right. So now I'm going to request all of you to based on every questions that I'm posting, you're going to be connecting to Swamiji, scanning that particular house, and you're going to be posting the answers for it. All right. So now I'm going to be projecting the house for all of you to scan. See, all you need to do is right now just connect intensely with Swamiji. We're going to be showing you a house, like the front portion of the house, and we are going to ask you specific questions. You see, how many of you have read the Bhagavad Gita, or you know the Mahabharata story and how the Bhagavad Gita happened? How many of you know this? Please post here if you are familiar. And how many of you know how this Bhagavad Gita was revealed to the whole world? We know it was how Bhagavan Shri Krishna revealed, but did you all know that this was actually narrated by Sanjaya, the charioteer? He was having this power of the third eye power of Dura Drishti and Dura Shruti, where he had the ability to see long distances and to hear from remote distances. Like he will be sitting inside the palace and seeing through his third eye what's happening in the battlefield and narrated the entire thing to the king, blind king Dhritarashtra. So that conversation is what we all are having as Bhagavad Gita, because the whole conversation he'll actually reveal what Bhagavan Shri Krishna is revealing to Arjuna. So that same power we are going to be manifesting right now, where you might be anywhere in the world. We're only going to show you the house, but you're actually going to see through your third eye how that house looks. What's the interior, how it is exactly looking, what is the color of the wall, all of these things, and you're going to just keep telling it. Ready? Are you all ready? So now listen very carefully. I'm projecting a house for all of you, and I'm going to request you all to scan this house. And you're going to be scanning just the entrance. Don't scan the bedroom. Do not scan any other part other than the entrance and the living room of the house. So you're going to be basically saying, as soon as you enter, what do you see? What is the color of the wall? As soon as you enter this house, what are all the different features that you are seeing? Describe everything in complete detail. I request all of you to scan, connect to Swamiji, scan your third eye, chant the Mahavakya. Please chant the Mahavakya. Now enter into this house and identify how many bedrooms are there. What are all the different features of this house that you are seeing? Scan all the details. Right from the entrance of this house to how the living room area is. Chant Mahavakya and start posting in the chat whatever Swamiji is showing to you in your third eye. And just do it like a game. Don't do it like don't do it like don't do it, be very sincere and like don't try to be serious and do it. Just have fun. Do it like a game.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Alright. So now I request all of you to post the answers. Come on, please. Now connect to Swamiji. Whatever Swamiji revealed to you in the third eye, whatever Swamiji revealed to you in the third eye, please post in the chat. What are the color as soon as you enter? What is the entrance you are seeing? What is the color? And how the moment you enter into the house, what is the first thing that you see? Please start posting. Come on. What is the color of the wall? And how is the living room? Just the living room alone, scan and identify through the third eye. Even if you see any specific detail, like anything it can be in a house that you are seeing, please describe those also. See, one other important thing, sometimes you may also get images like reference images, probably to look like your own home or some place you have been to. Those reference images might appear for you. Even describe those also, because they are also a part of the power manifestation. It is Swamiji showing to you in your third eye. You are perceiving it in the way you understand. See, for instance, when I say the word mic, you might remember some mic that you see, like a standard stage mic, or someone else might remember a headphone. How you visualize will be different from how I visualize, how she visualizes. Correct? So it is the understanding from which we perceive the information. So initially, when you start this power manifestation, that is how you may start. So do not worry, it is still a power manifestation. Okay, so shall we see the answer now? And then I'm going to be verifying whatever each of you have posted. So let us see, as soon as you enter into the door, right? What do you see in this house? So here, if you all see, actually right now, we just entered the house. This is the main door. As you can see, this is the main door. And as soon as you enter, you see a door to your right and you see grayish walls. And straight in front of you is the living room of the house. So going further into the living room of the house, you actually see that this living room is mostly themed with gray and white color. You can see a rug over here. You can see there's a TV, there's a fireplace, and there's a white color sofa, a table. And this is like kind of the patio of the house. And you can see the windows, and this is exactly the hall. I'm not going to show you all the further inside because it also covers the other parts of the house. So this is just the entrance, the front foyer, and the living room of the house. Now, how many of you manifested? How many of you saw colors similar to this? Can you all post in the chat how many of you saw like something very close to this? Malita Sege, you have identified fireplace in the living room. That is correct. And that is correct. I see that is right. And white wall, my one, it's not really a white wall. High ceiling is correct. And Ma Sangeeta has posted red color, glass window, mirror, round table, coffee table. Okay. Come on, everyone has to go into detail. See, please understand, every one of you go into as many details as possible. Do not just post like one word thing and do not scan the entire house. I'm only asking you all to scan only region by region. Malita Sege has posted, as we enter the house, we can see stairs. Wow. Correct. That's absolutely right. There are light brown wooden floors, precise. There is also a white area rug in the hallway. Malita Sege, you are on dot. Wow. Malita Sege is fully manifested. And sorry, I may be a little late in reading your answers because I'm just scrolling up through all the chat. So please forgive me if I missed your answers. There is staircase on the right. Ma Jagani Jagadish. That's correct. That's correct. That part is correct out of the answers that you posted. Great. That's a good place to start with. Listen, all of you listen. Can I request all of you to write down the parameters? Any place I give, you're all going to scan and describe. Point number 1, furnitures in that place. Second, color of the wall. Can you all please note it down? Furnitures in that place. What all are the furnitures you're seeing? The color of the wall. And the third thing is you're going to describe any decoration items in that room. And the fourth thing that you're going to describe is the colors of the furnitures, the numbers and colors of the furnitures. All right. Okay. So now we've all scanned what is there in their living room. Can I request all of you to scan how does their kitchen and dining room look? So from here, we are seeing the hall, correct? Now from the hall, from this angle that we are seeing, how do we go to their dining room and the kitchen? And how does the dining room and kitchen look like? Clear? Describe the color, describe the number of chairs, how does the dining table look like? What are the furnitures in dining room? Is there any decorations? How is the kitchen looking? What are the colors that you see in the kitchen? Every single thing describe in detail. Are all of you clear? If you're all clear, can I request all of you to please put yes in the chat? Okay, come on. Ma Wong Ling Pei, Ma Cheng. All of you, can I request every one of you to please confirm? Ma Chuang, Chen Li Long. I request all of you to confirm if you're all clear. Ma Mahaganeshwari, Ma Kailasa Yogini, Ma Jyotikunda. Come on, all of you also should manifest. All right. And in the male side, I request all of you also to please actively post in the chat whatever you're seeing. Balasubramanyamaya, that's nice to see you. All the others who are posting, please, all the others who are here, please make sure you're also actively participating. Abhishekaya, sorry, I'm just seeing your answers. Abhishek Shankaraya, sorry. You are seeing sofa, table. Good. See, that is very good. But start going into more details. See, like for example, every house will have, let's say, like a sofa and things like that. Correct? Each one, if you are able to start seeing, if you're able to start going into the details, don't just say, I see a bedroom, I see a sofa. That may be there in all houses. So go into details. Is it a leather sofa? Is it a wooden kind of seater? Or is it like is it like a extendable sofa? Whatever you are seeing, describe in as many details as possible. Okay? Abhishekaya, very nice. The answers are good. Now continue in the next round. I'm going to tell you all to scan the dining area and the kitchen of the house. See, keep connecting with Swamiji. Whatever Swamiji shows, once again, do not try to judge what you're getting. Whatever is coming to you, start typing. Chant the Mahabharata. So how do you go to the kitchen and dining hall from here? That's the question. Please chant the Mahabharata. Connect to Swamiji.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. 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 Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, I request all the participants to please post the answer now, whatever you have seen, whatever Swamiji showed you in the third eye. How do you head to the kitchen and then the dining hall? What are the furnitures you saw? Whatever parameters I gave, please post the answers for that. Come on, every one of you, please post it. And I'm seeing so many of you are manifesting very good. You just need to get into the details, the colors, describing the details, and you can start posting the answers, whatever you saw, right from the color, the furnitures, and from the place that we were in, which is the living room, how exactly is the kitchen and the dining hall? Which directions should you take? How should you head to it? All the details posted now. Is there only like one entrance into the kitchen, or how many entrances are there? All of it, please post. I'll give you all a minute or two. I request every one of you to post in as many details as possible. All right. So now shall we enter into the answer? Shall we see what the answer is? Let me see how many of you have posted. I request all the participants to please post. Go into details, go into the colors, the descriptions. Ma Deepthi, Ma Shweta, Ma Shreya Gupta. Okay, Ma Sangeeta, that's nice, but can you also post from where you have to go? From which direction should you head? Should you take a right or left from wherever we are standing currently? Okay, Ma Shreya Gupta, I see your answer. Okay, Ma. All the others also please post. Go to the details, as many details as possible. Okay, now it's time for the answer. Ready? Shall we see? Okay, so majority of you who have posted the answer, you're all absolutely right when you say you have to take a left, because from here, yes, you do have to take a left, and here is the kitchen. And actually, here's the dining hall. There are two entrances to it. If you see this, the place that you see here is one entrance, and there is another entrance through the left side. So actually, if you see here, as soon as you come into the door, the first thing on the left side is a dining hall. So here, if you enter into the dining hall, you can see that it's a very simple dining hall. They have a basic rug on the floor. And then here they have kind of a street view, a window, a big window, and a plant, and a basic. So, Shreya Gupta, you were right when you said you saw a soft chandelier kind of a thing. It's almost close. There's a light like that. And here is the kitchen. And the kitchen also has another dining table, a small dining table arranged. Here you can see this is the kitchen. So the kitchen it's an island style kitchen, and there's it's all completely themed in white. They have a wallpaper in the kitchen, so white and gray. You all can see it has a simple fridge and windows, and it has all the cupboards. Mostly it's windows and wooden floor, and it's fully wallpaper design. And here there's a sink, and actually this is the second entrance. Here you can see it's a living room. So this is the kitchen. Now let us see the answers that each of you have posted. Okay, very interesting. Actually, this time, so many of you have manifested. I was reading through all of your answers, and I just wanted to share with you all. So many of you have manifested. First thing is, I wanted to tell Ma Jagani Jagadish, you saw a big chandelier. Okay, big kitchen, flowers kept on dining table, kitchen slab, paper hand towel. Okay. Many cupboards is correct. And Ma, all of you who have posted to the left of the kitchen, you all have manifested. That is the first answer. So, Ma Sangeeta, you manifested it correctly. Ma Ivana Grebner, you're spot on. You said you saw two entrances to it. Excellent, Ma. That's correct. And then let's see. Ma Lita Sege, you are really amazing in manifesting, and plus the good part is you post very, very detailed answers. So that's a great plus point, because when you start posting in details, your third eye will start seeing more details. Okay, Ma Lita Sege, great. Your description about the oven is spot on. Actually, Ma Lita, do you notice that more and more you've been very consistent in coming for the darshans and attending the post-darshan power manifestation? Just by doing that, do you notice how significantly your power manifestation has been improving? So congratulations for that. Wonderful to see your consistency in coming. And this will help you even further. See, it's all about that space of oneness and how much you're able to come out of that space that we are in, thinking about ourselves individually, how much you're able to come out of it. Okay, so my latest egg is also posted.
that the kitchen cabinets are white. That part is correct, Ma. You have manifested. And there is an island in the kitchen. And on the countertop is off white beige marble top. Okay, I think that's black color. And kitchen is on the left side. That's spot on. And that is precise, Ma. There's a large glass door. Absolutely correct. The walls of the kitchen are blue, gray, blue color, and there are also yellow and blue curtains. Okay, so the walls of the dining room is gray and blue color, and kitchen has completely wallpapered wall. Wow, so many of you have manifested. Okay, come on. Actually, there are too many answers to read, so I'm not able to read. There are multiple rooms. It's a little difficult for me to kind of go through all the rooms and read your answers. But if you have manifested, can I request you all to post that you manifested? Abhishek Shankaraya, you have seen black color slab, which is correct. Wow. White windows is also correct, Aya. Abhishek Shankaraya. Okay, great. Balasubramanyamaya also has manifested. Excellent. Great. So many of you have manifested. See, this is how you start playing. Whenever you start having fun with power manifestation, right? You will see how that itself will lead you to a breakthrough. When you start just playing with it, you don't need to do anything else. When you just start having fun with the power manifestation, when you just when you just enjoy the power manifestation, you will really see how it will lead you to a big breakthrough in the very way you manifest powers and how you experience power manifestation. You will start enjoying it. See, you can never manifest powers seriously. You cannot never manifest with so much of seriousness. You cannot manifest. Always just when you enjoy it, when you just come to the space of completion and when you say, yes, this is what it is, you will just start having fun with it. And because of the way you have fun, you will start enjoying it. Okay, now one last round. Ready? Okay. Now I'm going to be showing you all the place. We have since we have seen the kitchen and dining room. Now, if you see here, we are in this place of the house, right? So now I'm going to request all of you to scan from this living room towards the right side. Here you all see a room. I'm not talking about the straight room. We all can see this room already inside. I'm talking about on the right side. Correct? There's an entrance to something. Correct? There's a door you see. I'm going to request every one of you to scan and identify what is that behind that door. If you enter into that door, what do you see? What are the features, colors, furnitures on the side of the room? Whatever is projected to you all from the side that we are seeing, right next to this, you will see actually a room. So I'm going to request all of you to scan and identify what exactly do you see in that room. Please connect to Swamiji. Chant the Mahavakya. I'm not talking about the center room. Do not see that. Towards the right of it. So there's already a room that you're seeing. And just towards the right side of it, right? What is the exact description of that room? Chant the Mahavakya. Identify what do you see behind and what exactly do you see inside that room. What are all the things, the furnitures, all the details. Just the door that you're seeing. That door. Just behind that door, what exactly do
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
Nithyananda. I request now all of you to post answers. What did you see right on to the right side of this room? What is exactly there? I'm not talking about the staircase either, just next to it. So, what exactly do you see? The details and whatever answers you saw, please post it in the chat. Come on. I request every one of you to post answers. What is one minute for you in your thread? Take a moment and please post it. And even if you got it just as words inside of you, post everything. Okay, I see so many different answers. Anyone else yet to post answers? Quick, please post it because we are going to be entering into the answer very, very shortly. And all I still see some of the participants who are not posted at all, who have not posted anything. Please go ahead, post whatever you are seeing in the chat. Describe it in detail, the colors, whatever you see. There, if you see anything like the furniture, the color of the walls. Okay, let's say I'm very curious for this one. So if you manifest this, this is like even more advanced because what you're going to be seeing, like post all the different things that you saw, whatever Swamiji showed you in your third eye, and please do not neglect anything saying, okay, I don't think this is going to be it. I don't think this is what it is. Don't guess. Whatever Swamiji has shown is what Swamiji has showed you. So come on, post all the answers. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing all the answer. Shall we verify? All right. So we were here on this part of the house. So this is where we were. And sorry, we'll show you all the place. Okay, so this is where we were, as you all can see in front of you. And this in front of us was this room. And what I had asked all of you to scan was the room that you all see to this side. So now if you go there, and you all can see here, it's like going to the basement. So you see gray color walls and staircase. So let's go down and see what is that. So it takes you down to the basement. It's very simple, just a metal railing, and you see like a choir rug kind of a thing. And then you see gray and brown tiles on the floor. The floor doesn't look like wooden, it's more like tiles on the floor. And yes, here you can see as soon as you enter the basement, you actually see multiple rooms here. So as soon as you enter, it's fully gray, bluish gray, I would say, like walls. And here there's a small storage area kind of a thing. And then there is another room here, and there's a bathroom here. And then there's a simple room structure here. And here you can see it's like a guest house kind of a place, a guest room rather. So it's a very simple living room kind of an area. Here you can see. And then they have a small kitchenette. And they have some working chairs here. And a bookshelf. So very simple structure, more like a guest area of the house. So as soon as you enter into the downstairs, this is what you get to see. And this is a car garage. So, and there's another room here. So this is more like the washroom. Now let us see how many of you manifested. How many of you saw this correctly? Come on, post in the chat. Please take a moment and post. How many of you got the exact? How many of you saw it is staircase and it is going underground? It is going to the lower level. Okay, see, Shreya Gupta, that is because you're asking, I scanned the wrong room, but got some correct features. Okay, see, that is because many times when you start scanning, you will start seeing the answers, and it will be like you will see many answers that is coming in. So as you manifest, you will start seeing more detailing, right? Sometimes you may see the entire house, you may see different parts of the house. It happens. But over the period of time, when you manifest, it will become better and better. Ma Virupaksha, you are very, very right with the description of the space. That is correct. Tan colored couch. Okay, Ma Sangeeta saw the single sofa correctly. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. Let's see in the male side. Male side, how many of you have manifested? And Abhishek Shankaraya, really, really nice to see your active participation. That is excellent. This is how you will start having a breakthrough in the way you manifest. So it's really beautiful, Aya. Very nice to see you manifesting. See, all of you listen. When you start playing with power manifestation, right, you will see the kind of breakthrough you will have. At one point, it becomes so easy. You will just have breakthroughs after breakthroughs in the way you manifest. All right. So now let us all enter into the next session where we will be learning about the how the 25 states of consciousness, and we are going to be actually learning deeper about the vertical time zones, and we're going to be learning about how the vertical time zones are going to be mapped to the 25 states of consciousness. We already learned about how the parallel universe exists, how so many Lokas exist. Now, how are our states of consciousness actually mapped to these 14 layers? Let us learn this science now.
Listen carefully. Vedas have well documented 40,000 years constellations and the movements of the planets, well documented, 40,000 years document. The Jyotida Shastra and Sutras, Varahamihira, the father of the principles and principles, listen, principles are the theories and principles. Principle means the primordial source knowledge, the source core method in which the philosophy flows. Varahamihira and other Vedic masters precisely presented what science discovers now. That is why the description of the vertical time zones and lokas by the Vedas are factual and authentic, not stories or fairy tales. Be very clear. They are not fairy tales or some imaginations. They are not some fantasy or Harry Potter stories. No. They are not Harry Potter stories. They are Harry's Potts stories. Whatever known to the cosmos, known as the cosmos to all of us. Listen carefully. Whatever is known as cosmos to all of us. Now, science is revealing more and more facts, discoveries about the cosmos. Whatever is known now and getting discovered, everything is elaborately described in Vedas and much more. Even now, science has no clue about the vertical time zones. Because Vedas have described this known cosmos to us clearly, their description about vertical time zones also is the truth. Please listen. Apart from the scriptural references, the truths revealed in scriptures, truths narrated detailed way in scriptures, my own experience not only my experience proves the existence of vertical time zone. I will go to the next step and say everything human beings are doing on this earth other than trying to have contact with vertical time zones and reach there, go and come. Everything else is a sheer waste. See how when children build castles in the mud, in the beach sand, how it is just sheer waste of time. Because end of the day, it is not going to be used. How it is sheer waste of time. Same way, all the castles you build is sheer waste of time. You are not going to stay. Contacting vertical time zone, having glimpses of the vertical time zone, experience of the vertical time zone, having access to vertical time zone, preparing yourself to move into vertical time zone without cultural shock is the only productivity of life. Understand? Stop building castles in the sand. Stop building castles in the air. Start building castles in the space. Because that is where you are going to live for a long time. The castles in the sand, few hours. Castles in the air, your imaginations and your mental creativity. The castles you build in the air through your imagination may be useful for you for few years. Castles in the space. Castles in the space is the place for enjoying living long time. So listen carefully. Vertical time zones are true, and the consciousness you need to develop to reach the vertical time zones. I'll explain now. First thing you all need to know, for you to talk to a rich man, you need to have the confidence. Either you also have a wealth or you have the knowledge which the rich man does not have. So you need something to have a confidence, I tell you. To cross all these lokas and reach the highest loka, you need to have only one thing, that's a consciousness which can do right or wrong, which has the freedom. Listen carefully. Listen. Listen carefully. See, there are higher lokas and lower lokas. The only thing you actually need to move to all the higher lokas is your consciousness, which can do right or wrong out of its free will. All of you should know, Devatas cannot do anything wrong. Even what you describe as wrong, they cannot do. That is their problem. Demons, devils, the lower graha, Rakshasas, they cannot do right. That is their problem. You should know, even great rishis, if they want to go to KAILASA, means ultimate enlightenment, they have to come to planet Earth from Tapoloka. From planet Earth only they can move to Mahakailasa. They cannot directly go from Tapoloka to Mahakailasa. You can't say, oh, the fuel will be very less from there if they directly fly up. The travel will be less. No, they can't. You need consciousness, free will, which can do right or wrong out of your freedom to move to enlightenment zone, the highest planes. Sometimes people ask me, what's the difference between various states of consciousness and various planes of the universe? Understand? If you go to dream state and come back, what you see in the dream state, what others see in their dream state will not be same. Both of you may be sleeping in the same room. But when you go to dream, the world will be different. When he goes to dream, the world will be different. But conscious planes, the multi-dimension planes of the universe means like a Tapoloka, Satyaloka, Kailasa. If he gets into Kailasa and you get into Kailasa and come back, description will be same. The scene will be same. Listen carefully. The various states of consciousness is more like the subjective truths. Planes of the universe means subjective truth becoming reality in the universal plane. Understand? How? Now all of you experience the same in this Jakrat plane. This wall is same for all of you. This mic is same for all of you. The interpretations about the mic will be different. The knowledge about the wall will be different. Perception about the wall will be different, but wall is same. Understand? Truth is same. The facts you derive will be different. So this is the plane of Bhu. If you enter into the planes of Swa, Tapa, Satya, exploring those planes, through the various states of consciousness, I should say, if we need to send the rocket to Mars, the fuel we need to fill is states of consciousness. If we need to reach KAILASA, we need to fill our being with Turyatita. The fuel is the states of consciousness. The place to reach the plane is those Lokas. The superconscious DNA of Paramashiva, from the highest space, Maha KAILASA, the highest state of consciousness, Turyatita, Turyatita. I am adding that into you. Listen, I'll explain now. 14 worlds one side, 25 states of consciousness other side, and how you go through both. Listen intensely. I'll explain how you go through the 25 states of consciousness in 14 worlds. Both. Listen carefully. Sushupti is the lowest state. You go through in the lowest world. Sushupti means deep sleep, deep sleep. You go through that in Patala Loka. Turyatita, diagonal. You go through that in the KAILASA. Listen. You have please come to listening. I'll explain one by one, step by step. Logically, you just come along with me. Listen. You have different bodies in different lokas simultaneously and spontaneously. In the lower worlds, you go through lower conscious states. In the planet Earth, the plane you are in now, you go through Jakra, Swapna, Sushupti, these three. If you start entering into Turiya and Turyatita, you start going up to higher lokas, those bodies get awakened. Listen. Sushupti, 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 Swapna, Sushupti, Jakrat, are lower states. Sushupti Turyatita are higher states. Same way here. Swapna Sushupti, Swapna Jakrat are lower states. Swapna Turyatita is higher state. Same way. Jakrat Sushupti, Jakrat Swapna are lower states. Jakrat is this state, this world. Jakrat Turya and Jakrat Turyatita is higher states. Next, Turiya Swapna is higher state. Turiya Sushupti is higher state. Turiya all five are higher. Turyatita all five are higher. All of you are clear? What is lower states and what is higher states? In the higher lokas, you experience higher states. Lower lokas, you experience lower states. All of you be very clear. The more I push you into the higher states, the more your higher level bodies are awakened. More you start manifesting those lokas and powers and energies, that superconscious DNA in this body. Understand and digest each truth I am revealing. In the Swargaloka, you go through 4 states. Sushupti Turiya, Swapna Turiya, Jakrat Turiya, Turiya. These 4 you go through in Swargaloka. Then the higher states, Turiya Sushupti, Turiya Swapna, Turiya Jakrat, and Turiya, you go through in Maharloka. Listen. The whole focus is to raise you to Turyatita by bringing the KAILASA DNA into you. KAILASA's superconscious DNA into you. All of you, please digest every statement I am making. I want you guys to think through every statement I am making. That is why I am giving a lot of time. Is there a relationship between these states and 25 phases of Paramashiva? Actually, all 25 phases of Paramashiva is beyond all these states and it is in Turyatita. Higher states are not only 16, they are more intense than the lower states. You get 1,000 times more intense. I should say million times more powerful with higher states. What is the effect of coffee on the consciousness? No, it just destroys your body. It is like a steroid kick. Coffee does not raise you towards any higher state. It kind of tightens your nerves, gives you a kind of a painful waking state. It keeps you awake, but painfully. Yes, you can see now. The higher states and lower states of consciousness and the 14 worlds. 14 lokas are stopping with Brahmaloka. After that, the 4 is beyond Brahmaloka. Vaikunta, Shripuram, Kailasa, Mahakailasa is beyond the 14 lokas. There is only Turyadita in those 4 spaces. Vaikunta, Shripuram and Kailasa, Mahakailasa. When we are in higher states, the lower identities get destroyed. I should say that they just dissolve. They become irrelevant. Can you talk more about the 4 Brahmaloka? 4 lokas above Brahmaloka. Like Vaikunta is abode of Vishnu. What about Shripuram? See, Vaikunta is abode of Vishnu, Parandama. Shripuram is Parameshwari, Paramashiva Shakti. Kailasa is Paramashiva. Mahakailasa is Paramashiva in his pure formless space. Beyond the form and formless space. That is Mahakailasa. In Kailasa, he lives as Paramashiva with form. Mahakailasa is a pure formless space. Intense life, alive. Even if you meditate on it, you will feel ecstatic. Where is Goloka? Goloka is part of Vaikunta. Is there a Bhuvar Loka above Bhuloka? No. Bhu and Bhuvar are one and the same. Bhur, Bhuva. Suva is the higher Loka. Bhur and Bhuva is one and the same. Unmanifest of Bur is Bhuva. That's all. Shambhala belongs to Tapoloka. Agama gives elaborate description on who resides in what loka, how each loka looks. Maybe I can give you those descriptions also. Where is Yamaloka? Yamaloka is in Swargaloka. Part of Swargaloka is Yamaloka. Indradi Dasadik Balaka means Indra, Agni, and Yama, Nairuti, Varuna, Vayu, Gubera, Ishana. All 8. And Batala, Bali, Akasha, Vishnu. All the 10 Dik Balakas. They are called Dasadik Balakas. Indradi, Dasadik Balakas have their worlds in Swargaloka. The Vishnu's higher form, Parandama, is in Vaikunta. If I raise to Brahmaloka, is it possible to fall back again to Bhuloka or Batalaloka? Don't worry. Even if you raise up to Swargaloka, very rarely people fall back. Otherwise, usually 99.999% of the people only go higher and higher and higher. Exemption, rare stories only this falling back. Like sometime rarely you hear some fellow raped his own mother. It's like a rare exemption. Like that, some rare people fall down from Swargaloka to Bhuloka. Otherwise, 99%, 99.99% they just go only higher and higher and higher. Gayatri mantra raises you up to Swargaloka. Yes, Kailasa correspond to Purusha Prakriti. All Purusha Prakriti, everything you know ends in Brahmaloka. Above Brahmaloka, nothing you even imagine about it. Nothing you can even imagine. You can only experience. Till Brahmaloka only, or your imagination projections can even measure. With all my initiation, you reach KAILASA. You don't settle in Swargaloka. You go to Swarg and then move and reach to KAILASA. You never come down to lower Lokas. Are other solar systems in Milky Way galaxy, as known by Western science, part of Bhuloka? No, they are all part of Bhuloka. Everything Western science knows and Western science imagines, everything is part of Bhuloka.
What's the interplay between the 25 states of consciousness and the 11 dimensions?
I should say, 25 states of the consciousness is what you perceive, you go through. 11 dimensions of universe is what universe perceives it is going through.
So if you change your state of consciousness, you'll automatically change the dimension you're in,
Yes,
and vice
sure.
versa?
When somebody moves to Turyatita, he will never be in length. Naturally, he will be more and more in length, breadth, depth, time, space. Surely change of consciousness leads to change of state.
But will the change in state actually lead to a change in consciousness as well? If you
Yes,
go
both.
both.
See, when you change, world changes. When world changes, you change.
But will a change has to be regressive? Let's say you achieved Torya Theta to Torya Theta. There's no way you'll actually go back to being deep sleep.
I
sleep,
should tell
right?
you, the regressive possibility completely disappears the moment you even you enter into Turiya. After that, no regressive possibility. Till Jakrat, there is regressive possibility. But not after the Turiya.
When I'm in a relationship or I'm having a meaningful conversation with somebody, is it just the state in which I am there that will define the quality of relationship or conversation I'm having? Or is it that in that state, what is the extent of length, breadth and depth I have? That will decide.
No. Actually, the state in which you exist, that decides. Length, breadth, depth is always liquid. It just gets altered the moment you shift that state. Just a simple remembrance of the Guru. The intimate touch, that experience, remembrance, your whole energy will be shifted. The length, breadth, depth will be different. That is why we have in Sanskrit, Smaranat Mukti, just by remembrance, liberation. So, you don't have to bother about length, breadth, depth of that dimension, that space. The space you are in matters.
So, the 5 components of these 11 dimensions, are they anyway related to the Panchabhutas? Because they seem
No. All 5 elements are within the, see, that space is different, this space is different. The space in Panchabhuta is Vyoma. The space in this 11 dimensions is Akasha.
Okay,
Vyoma is different, Akasha is different.
I see. And one more follow-up question. The Dvadasa Jyotirlingas, some of them are supposed to express a certain tattva like Akasha tattva or Vayu tattva.
That is Panchabhuta lingas.
Oh, so that is
Dvadas
also...
Jyotirlinga is different. Panchabhuta lingas are like a Tiruvannamalai is Agni, Kanchipuram is the earth, and Tiruvanekkaval water, and Kalahasti air, Chidambaram Akash. It means the Vyoma.
I'm also trying to understand the space. So in the 63 Nayanmar story, Pusalar Nayanar, he builds a temple in the mind.
That is a depth. Depth.
And
see, from the space, he builds in depth. He does not have length breadth. That is why his temple was more strong than the temple built by a king with a stone and a mud.
Right, Sadashiva attends his temple. Right.
Not only that, after the Kumbhabhishekam, Sadashiva gives the boon to that Pusalar Nayanar. The temple you built will become reality in the physical plane, right. And it is still there in Kanchipuram.
Yes,
see, all of you, I don't know how many of you know this story. See, in Kanchipuram, the temple which was taken out of Pusalar's inner depth and kept out by Sadashiva is still there. You will be surprised. All those pillars and stones does not look like a carved, as if they have been done by some chemical. See, those pillars does not have a chiseling mark. It is done as if they applied some chemical and they made the pillars out of stone. It is still there in Kanchipuram. There is a temple in Kanchipuram which Pusalar Nayanar built in his depth, and after accepting that, Sadashiva makes that into reality and keeps it in the real plane, in the means physical plane.
Swamiji, one question. Is there any correlation between the Trayogunas and the states of consciousness?
I should say, the whole deep sleep is tamas, and dream and Jakrat belongs to Rajas, Turiya and Turyatita belongs to Sattva. I should say Turiya belongs to Sattva, Turyatita not even Sattva, it's beyond Sattva.
Thank you, Swamiji.
So my question is,
not as plants. As plants, you don't build muscle memory and biomemory.
In manifesting reality, you said desires don't manifest, beliefs manifest. So desire is the length and belief is the breadth. Is that?
I should say, desire is length, belief is a space of deeper breadth and higher depth. It is the space between the breadth and depth.
And
because some of your beliefs get into depth.
And where does the time factor, time and action come into picture? Like how long does it take?
It depends on the depth. If the depth is more, it touches the time. If the depth is less, it is touching the breadth. It's like 5 blocks, one on the another. If the length is too much, it is touching the breadth. If the breadth is too much, it is touching the depth. If the depth is too much, it is touching the time. If the time is too much, it is touching the space.
So what decides how long it will take? Something.
Intensity.
Intensity of belief?
No, intensity of your decision, conscious decision. Even belief, you see, I should say, belief is not depth. Your will is depth. Belief does not make depth. Your will makes depth. Conscious will makes depth.
Swamiji, I have one more question. I've noticed many times when I'm waking up in the morning, I'm awake, but my body is dead as a stone. It's not moving.
That is more of a breadth, not depth.
Okay.
It is like a part of your imagination is not ready to settle with your body.
Swamiji, it looks like that there is some correlation between the different states, what we have, like Turyatita, and the depth.
No. In every state, all these three are active in a smaller or higher level. For example, in the lower 9 states, more length, less breadth, and almost no depth.
Okay.
Higher states, more depth, very less breadth, and almost no length. Now, with all my integrity, I am telling you, I do not have any words inside. The words I uttered gave a break, no word inside at that time. Now I did not have word inside.
Yes.
Only for uttering it gets generated and gets uttered. Then back.
So it's a combination of a state and your depth, Swamiji?
State alters the length, breadth, depth division of you.
So
State alters the length of the length and breadth of the breadth and depth of the depth.
Yeah. So at a being level, we keep on floating basis our state into different dimensions.
I should say, states influence dimensions, dimensions influence state. If you sit and unclutch before falling asleep, you will not have the nightmare.
Yeah.
If you have a nightmare, morning you will not be able to do unclutching. If you have a Kundalini awakening, you will not have nightmare. If you have a nightmare, then awakening your Kundalini will be a little difficult. So all of them are interconnected.
Interconnected. So at Sadashiva, what we are experiencing is
I am working on the unit of you. See, unit of you is, you feel I exist. That I. That's a unit of Jiva.
Yes.
Unit of dimensions is a space which I am going to give you the experience. Unit of Sadashiva is Shakti, which I am already working on you and feeding you into which. Understand? More and more Shakti is fed in your mouth, more and more you will feel Sadashivatva. Like if you eat, whatever you eat, that only you will belch.
True.
So if you are fed Sadashivatva, you will belch Sadashivatva. That's it. Unit of Sadashiva is Shakti. I think all of you are clear about these three units. Unit of Jiva is I. Unit of dimensions of the universe is space. Unit of Sadashiva is Shakti. So I am working with, actually all these three are one and the same. Shakti, space, I is one and the same. So awakening them and filling you with that Advaita is the whole Sadashivoham process. Actually, I am giving you some experience, then spending a little time giving you logical understanding. Because of the strength of the experience, you understand it deeply. Because of the understanding's depth, you get into deeper experience. So this virtuous circle, because the experience has started, the virtuous circle is running. If the experience is not there, no listening, no experience, it will be vicious circle. Teachers put you in vicious circle, masters put you in virtuous circle. Yes.
Swamiji, for the depth, you had used three expressions, I think: cognition, consciousness, and being. So
all three different words pointing towards the same experience.
So, but cognition can be good and bad both.
Being also can be good and bad. Depth can be good and bad.
Okay.
The same, when you have a nightmare, you are going through the depth only. It's not that depth is good. Depth can be good.
So for making it good, the cognition needs to move to
consciously. If you build depth, it will be good.
Okay.
Unconsciously built depth will only be nightmare.
For a happening of any event, is there any way to know the origin of that event, whether it is from depth or breadth or from length?
See, never take a decision when you have a mood swing or depression. Because many times you will permanently damage yourself because you are temporarily upset. After happening, even if you know you have taken the decision when you are in the length, it has no use. Anything, whether the outcome is good or bad, strengthens you is from depth. Anything, whether the outcome is good or bad, makes you shallow is length. Even the nightmare wakes you up finally. Yes, bad depth, but wakes you up.
I wanted to ask whether depth is inbuilt in human beings or not, or we have to build it, like...
You are given freedom. I will not say it is inbuilt. The possibility is there, but you should consciously build. Because many times when you don't build, you just die without even experiencing or tasting depth.
Okay, and one more question.
I can say integrity is also one of a powerful way to build depth. Integrity is always the tipping point in your life. That's a tipping point, and I tell you, integrity also makes you enjoy life very deeply. For an integrated person, this coffee will taste 1,000 times more than an ordinary person who is superficial. Same coffee, 2 cups. For one it will be coffee, for another one it will be nectar.
And
integrity matters, increasing the depth of being and experience.
And Swamiji, where do we put aggression and mood swings in? Is it breath or logic?
It is more length.
Length.
Usually, length damages, breath heals, depth makes it irrelevant. When you are doing a poetry, art, dance, music, it heals. Logic hurts, emotion heals, depth makes it redundant, irrelevant.
But you talked about 3 levels, like the one which you gave the Trishul example and being example and universe. So is it that we are being better and better, like going up?
I have given you understanding. For understanding, I use these examples.
And can you explain depth in the universe level?
Vishwamitra creating Trishangu Swarga.
I don't know that.
Vishwamitra created a new heaven for Trishangu. If you are deeper enough within you, you can not only handle you, control you, you can even control things outside you. You can create your body temperature, change the body temperature and make the rain happen.
When we are not aware about this, and then what's our state?
About which?
About the dimensions. What is our state?
When you are not even intellectually introduced and you are not opened your eyes for it. Like how a born blind man, difference between born blind and the fellow with eyes. Ignorance is suffering. Not being introduced to the unit of you, unit of universe, unit of God is torture. Being introduced to the unit of you, unit of God, unit of universe is a mandatory basic requirement. It is a owner's manual for a body. Along with every body, the owner's manual should come. See, it's like a saying, oh, if I have not introduced the owner's manual to my car, what will happen? What will happen? Anything can happen. A Gurukul, the first job of the Gurukul is introducing to every being unit of you, unit of universe, unit of Sadashiva. That's the first lesson. And then making them understand life from the unit. See, if you have to teach physics to the kids, you naturally teach unit of length, millimeter, centimeter. Same way, how you teach units of everything. Liter means unit of liquids. 1 milliliter, 2 milliliter. Like how you teach units. You need to teach the unit of being, unit of universe and unit of Sadashiva to every being. Not doing is the crime against humanity. Education is an education only if you are educating the units of life. These three are units of life.
Nithyananda Swamiji. Swamiji, I want to understand this depth dimension, the equivalent of this from the modern physics point of view. My understanding might be very limited, but I think, see, for example, what these guys are telling us now is that when we observe certain phenomena, we change the result.
See, they only gone up to the breadth of the physics.
Breadth.
See, length of the physics is A plus B is C, 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, this whole observer changes the result is only a breadth of the physics. Still the fools have not gone to the depth of the physics.
Understood, Swamiji.
Understand?
Yes, Swamiji.
Now I can move my hand and move the sun is the depth of the physics.
Understood, Swamiji. All these mystical powers, all this is completely...
See, I can move my hand here and move the sun there. Is the depth of the physics. Very difficult for the physics to grasp. Even the breadth of the physics they are catching only after so many hundreds of years.
Yes, Swamiji.
Understand? You see, length of the physics is Newton. Breadth of the physics is observer influences the observed. The depth of the physics will be quantum. Not the quantum word they are using. In this, the quantum word they are using, they are trying to show more an agnostic, atheist way of, this is the way the parallel universe exists, but they are not saying our will has a powerful role to play with the parallel universe. See, the moment you say there is certain will which plays, then the independent intelligence operating the whole mechanism need to be accepted, which is Sadashiva, which they don't want. That is why they are trying to keep the depth of the physics as agnostic as possible due to their unscientific stupidity.
Understood, Swami.
See, what is unscientific? Not exploring because of your vested interests. Agnosticism, removed from quantum physics, will make the scientist a genuine seeker, will lead them to enlightenment.
Understood, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Anybody who has studied little quantum physics?
Swamiji.
You can, of course, there I know so many, Rajesh, it's agnosticism. Not letting the quantum physicists do the real scientific depth because of their vested interest of not letting the independent intelligence possibility of existence. They go on denying, not looking at that direction, that parallel universe as a possibility of the will's existence of manipulation and manifestation. The difference between the agnostics and the Agama. Agama is very clear. The depth of the physics as an independent intelligence playing the creation, maintenance, destruction, delusion, liberation part. And understand, I am manifesting powers to establish theism of the quantum physics. The theistic quantum physicist is my Balasans. If I have to define my Balasans, theistic quantum physicist. Actually, I told some of my Balasans, hey, don't write 12th examination. I'll make big universities, give you honorary doctorate. When they bring it, tell them, put it at the feet and go. Don't touch by hand. It's dirty. See, this world needs to know, when the depth is awakened, the education is different. Actually, I am going through the fluttering period of my Gurukul. Means, I am at crossroads. That is why I have to justify my Gurukul so much, and in few years, you will see 10 times longer queue. This middle class Indian parents will be standing here, like how they stand outside the US embassy for visa, for my Gurukul administration, for my Gurukul admission. Now I am going through the crossroads where I am yet to establish, see, I have established certain things, but I have not completely established the utility value of this in the regular life. Once I establish that, then these middle class Indian parents will be standing here in queue up to Bangalore. People will ask, what queue is standing? No, Biddi Nithyananda Gurukul admission opened. So we are all standing for application. See, when the physics is looked at from the angle of depth, with the integrity to the scientific seeking, Atado Brahma Jignasat, let us inquire into the reality for the sake of reality. When that starts with the depth, the being produced is called theistic quantum physicist, my Balasans, who will wave the hands and move the planet's effects and will always be bound down in front of deity. Who can wave the hands and materialize what you want. Who will always bow down and bend in front of a deity. Theistic quantum physicist. Everybody has three life. Public life, so means social life. Private life, with the family, close family. Secret life. Very rarely, maybe only 1 or 2 persons will be part of your secret life. Understand? Public life is your friends, relatives. Private life maybe 1 or 2 person from your family or close friend. Secret life, very rarely 1 or 2. Surely it will not be from the family. Very rare. Somebody from your family becomes part of your secret life. Understand when you are praying with a low self-image, low inner image, oh God, you are great, but I am sinner. I am powerless. You can maximum be only part of Sadashiva's public life. Only from the right inner image, when you declare Shivoham, you enter into his private life. When you understand, he is not jealous of you. He is not unhappy having you as him. When you catch the secret, he is also celebrating you. He is waiting for you. Not only he is not jealous, he is waiting to celebrate you, and he is waiting to make your declaration as reality, even if it is with all the self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. When you understand this secret and declare Shivoham as your reality, you become part of Sadashiva's secret life. Understand, God is not one, God is oneness. If God is one, the God has to be jealous. He has to be holding his seat, authority, throne. But Sadashiva knows the reality. Oneness is God, not one. So, he is waiting for every one of us to celebrate the oneness, to celebrate his existence. Understand? This is the most important secret you need to know. When you try to declare, when you try to raise yourself, when you want to experience Shivoham, you are Shiva. The space of Sadashiva is not jealous of you, is not angry with you, is not disturbed by you. He welcomes you and celebrates you. Understand? Sadashiva's social life, public life is what you read in Puranas. He went and killed that demon. He went and blessed that devotee. All that. Whatever he shared personally as the original secrets of enlightenment, as Agama to Devi, Subramanya, Nandi, all of them are part of his private life. Rare beings who are able to understand the secret, just like yearning, devotion, seeking For Shiva is in your eyes, the same seeking is there in Sadashiva's eyes for you to be one with him. Understand? The seeking and yearning you carry in your eyes when you gaze at me is there in my eyes when I see you. This is the secret of the secret. Whoever catches that secret of the secret and declares the truth, yes, when I decide to be he is waiting to have me as he. Just like I was waiting, he was also waiting. Whoever understands this secret and declares Shivoham, they become the part of Sadashiva's secret life. Understand? Powerful declaration integrates your body, mind, consciousness. Brings tremendous completion with Sadashiva, makes you experience the inner space of Sadashiva and manifests the powers of Sadashiva. Don't even bother about powers. When you become part of his secret life, he simply manifests through you. He is waiting to have more bodies through which he can manifest. If your eyes are carrying deep yearning, seeking, I guarantee you, when he sees you, his eyes also have to carry that same seeking, yearning for you. You are not a poor orphan human being or sinner. Amritasya putraha. You are born from his very DNA. When you want him, he has to want you. If this truth does not click with you, then you can continue to be part of his public life. Doing bhakti means being part of Sadashiva's public life. Doing sadhana, spiritual practices as per his instructions in agamas means you are becoming part of his private life. Declaring, knowing this secret, hey, when I want you, I know you want me. Hey, I know because you want me only, you put the seed of me wanting you. When you catch that secret and start enjoying that in your heart, in your being, celebrating, even you are seeking, hey, I think he wants me, that is why he put the seeking that I want him in me. The moment you catch that secret of the secret and declare, Shivoham, Sadashivoham, I am he is me, he is waiting for my yes to manifest through me. I am waiting for him to manifest through me. Why are we waiting when we both want each other? What stupidity! When you understand the whole stupidity and declare Sadashivoham from your being, you become part of his secret life. There will be enough of fools on the planet Earth. No, how can we be part of him? He, we. He, me. There will be enough of fools. Make sure you are not influenced by those fools, but you are influenced by the fellow who reveals the secret of Sadashiva in you. As a person who tasted the inner space of Sadashiva, established in the inner space of Sadashiva. Now what I am telling you is Mahadeva Ragasya. Jivatma, the individual existence. The moment the individual existence, Jivatma, starts yearning and seeking for oneness with the Paramatma, Sadashiva, the whole, understand, call never starts from individual. It always have to be initiated by the Sadashiva. Individual has no capacity to initiate the call. He can only pick up the phone. Individual Jivatma has no outgoing facility available. He only has an incoming. All the outgoing is only with Sadashiva. Only he can call, he can invoke, he can provoke seeking in you. The moment the bell is ringing in your heart, understand he called. Don't think you are calling. Don't think you are calling, he called. Answer it. Knowing this Mahadeva Rahasya, seeking itself is a signal he wants you. Seeking itself is a signal he wants to manifest through you. Seeking itself is a signal he wants oneness with you. Understand? You can go on believing either your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, or the secret I am revealing now. It's up to you. The moment what I am saying clicks with you, you have started understanding Deva Rahasya, you have started understanding Mahadeva Rahasya, start declaring clearly, the seeking in me is the signal you have a secret crush on me. It is Sadashiva's secret crush on you, only expresses as seeking in you. Seeking is a too powerful gift which ordinary human beings can't afford. Only if you have tasted honey, you will start searching for honey. Only if you have tasted the oneness, knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes you may not know it is oneness. You may not know how to articulate or verbalize. Somewhere you have hit. Somewhere it has hit you. That is why you even want it. Understand? Your seeking is the clear note, a clear signal. Sadashiva has secret crush on you. Proceed with courage. I am the ambassador. I am responsible for what I am talking. The moment seeking starts, he is calling. He is calling. Don't be fool to think he needs something from you. No, he just needs you. Not something through you. He just needs you. Understand? He is waiting to manifest himself through you. He is waiting to expand himself through you. He is waiting the you in him to experience he in you. Understand this secret and declare with all your will, deeper and deeper, greater and greater, Sadashivoham. 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 With this declaration, every time you declare, how much ever it is filled with self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, he doesn't care. Sadashiva comes closer and closer to you every time you declare, makes it more and more as reality every time you declare. Understand this Mahadeva Rahasya, and with this understanding, when you declare Sadashivoham, you become part of his secret life. Nothing more actually need to be told. I let the Mahadeva Rahasya as an open secret today. Live it. Live it. I tell you, this is my commandment to my disciples and followers. Thou shalt not do any spiritual practice. If you are my disciple and you doing some spiritual practice, it is disrespect to me. Let the spiritual practices be done by the disciples of gurus, not mine. Manifest. Declare and manifest. This is not just royal secret or divine secret. This is not just Rajaguhya or Deva Rahasya. It is Mahadeva Rahasya. I tell you, there is nothing between you and Sadashiva other than your stupid self-doubt. Declaration is the most powerful way to burn the self-doubt. And anything else will be strengthening your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Declaration and manifesting. Just tell yourself and the universe, which is you, which is your extension. I am Sadashiva. This is the way I want my life to be. Manifest. I tell you, when you declare this, universe responds with tremendous sincerity. Don't think when you declare this, universe is out there laughing at you, making fun of you, which you always do it towards you. You always do it towards you. One part of you wants to be hero, the other part of you already laughs at you. For your face, hero. Not only you will not be villain, you will not even be a comedian. No, one part of you goes on, mocks at you, and you are very happy with that tug of war, because you feel you exist, your identity is alive only in this war. And you find some stupid fellow who resonates with your own self-doubt and call that person as your great teacher, educator. Any education strengthens your self-doubt. Burn it. Burn as early as possible. There is nothing between you and Sadashiva other than your self-doubt. Declaration. Declare to yourself again and again. Decide to manifest. I am Sadashiva, and this is the way I want my life to be. Declare again and again and again. Stand with it. Other than your intention to be, nothing else is a reality. You are just your intention to be. Any other physiological, psychological, neurological ups and downs are not you, they are not reality. Declare powerfully. Anything else other than your declaration, physiological, psychological, neurological ups and downs will just disappear from existence itself. Not just from your existence, they will disappear from the very existence itself. First and foremost, listen. First and foremost, truth you need to know is declaration of your will, the straight method to manifest powers. Today, start with this declaration. This whole Shanti Pata is the declaration of Sadashiva manifesting through you, make this declaration. Start manifesting. This is the one and only way you will manifest all the powers Sadashiva has initiated you in Shuddhadvaitam. The Adi Shaiva tradition, the original Shaivite tradition, the source Shaivite tradition. No spiritual practice is given the importance of declaration, declaring and manifesting, initiation by an enlightened guru, and then straight manifesting it. Straight manifesting it. Start the declaration and manifestation. You need to understand the inner space of Mahadeva. Only then you will understand the value of this great teaching, the great truth, the sacred secret. In your inner space, you constantly feel threatened by anybody and everybody. If somebody gets the same amount of money you have, you feel threatened. If somebody gets the same amount of name you have, you feel threatened. If somebody gets the same amount of fame you have, you feel threatened. Understand. In your inner space, you constantly feel threatened by others. If somebody gets the same power you have, you feel threatened by them. Sadashiva's inner space never feels threatened because he knows Shakti is endless. Resources are not limited. Shakti is not limited. The logic, if you have, I can't have, does not apply there. When he says Shivatvamasi, he means it. You are Shiva. If you listen to his truth and declare Shivoham, I am Shiva, he will not feel threatened. He will not judge you. He will not question you. He will not be asking, how dare you declare you are Shiva? Have you qualified yourself? Have you done all the tapas? Have you purified yourself? No, don't worry. The moment you declare, he is so happy, he has one more being through which he can manifest himself. Declaring, radiating, manifesting Shivoham does not need any special skill sets. It just needs your decision, Anya, will. Raise your will. Declare with all the authenticity and integrity, Sadashivoham, and start manifesting it. Manifest the inner space of Sadashiva. Manifest the experiences of Sadashiva. Manifest the expressions of Sadashiva. manifest the Shaktis of Sadashiva. When you start manifesting Sadashiva's Shaktis, you will naturally manifest the highest purity of Sadashiva's inner space. Understand, when you declare Shivoham, not only Sadashiva does not feel jealous, not only he does not judge you, not only he does not question you, he just rushes into your inner space and says, yes, 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 let me manifest. Understand, one of the biggest suffering humanity has created for itself is whenever something is showered, you ask, am I qualified? The only pattern which stops Sadashiva showering on you is, you think, am I qualified? Then if he is showering on me, is he expecting something from me? Is he planning to achieve something through me? Is he looking for something from me? That is when the whole thing collapses. Understand, you always only know one love, only if you are looking for something you will open up and you will share yourself. If not, you will never open up or share. Understand the most important Mahadeva Rahasya, Sadashiva's inner space. He has nothing to gain from you, but still he is passionate about you. He has nothing to gain from you, but still he is passionate about you. Because he is looking for your being through which he can manifest himself. Sadashiva has no use from your skill sets or the things you value, but he is passionately calling you, waiting for you. He is passionate about you, just to manifest through you. Listen, that is why I am saying, whenever you declare Shivoham, Sadashivoham, not only he does not feel jealous, competition, threatened, not only he is not going to question your qualification, purity, he is not going to ask for anything. He is not going to ask for any certification. He is just going to celebrate your declaration, because he feels, now I have one more inner space through which I can manifest. I can radiate. Understand, if God is one, he has to be jealous. But God is oneness, not one. Understand this Mahadeva Rahasya. First, his inner space does not feel threatened like you, because he knows resources are endless. Shakti is endless. Second, because he does not feel threatened, when you declare Shivoham, He is not going to ask you for your qualification, purity, all the certifications. He is only going to celebrate and start manifesting, radiating, encouraging, enriching, helping, supporting you to manifest the Shivoham completely. Third, he has nothing to gain from you other than fulfilling you by manifesting himself through your being. Listen to the signs of oneness and important understanding. One of the biggest clarity you need to have, Sadashiva Ragasya, where you collapse and how that is not right. Listen. The state from the Sadashivatva and space of Sadashivatva, creating a Sankalpa and manifesting it. All of us know these signs. That's a foundation, fundamental of whether you want to manifest small hair clip or the jata or materialize pearls and diamonds. This is the same science. Not only in Nithyananda Sangha, in the whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma, this is the science we use. One of the biggest problem you go through is when you go to that state and create the space and command, if it does not become reality, immediately you question the legitimacy of the science or your ability to grasp or the confusion and doubts and non-trusting. Finally, you beat yourself with powerlessness and collapse to the level you will never ever again have trust on this science or even try this science, or just so like a cat which has tasted hot milk, boiling milk once, will never go near the milk forever. Understand, if you beat yourself, with the self-doubts, self-hatred, self-denial and powerlessness because you manifested less power, you will be the cat, tasted the boiling milk and never ever, not just milk, any white liquid. This is the biggest crime you are all doing to your consciousness. Means your Atma Sadashiva, Sadashiva who is residing inside you. Understand? We may have a question. Why I manifested less power? Not enough to manifest this reality. Listen. Maybe still there are some patterns sitting in your body and mind needs more stronger sankalpa. So you need to put your effort in manifesting more powerful sankalpa, not making you more powerless. Less power means solution is more power, not becoming powerless. Solution for less power is more power, not powerless. understand, you enter into the state of Sadashiva, create the space of Sadashiva, and manifest the powers of Sadashiva. When it is not becoming real, questioning the authenticity of the science or legitimacy of the science or your ability to fit with the science. How many of you get caught in this problem? Raise your hand. Listen now. Listen carefully. You cannot doubt the state because it is my gift to you. You cannot escape from the state of Sadashiva. That is the truth. State cannot be taken away from you. Even you cannot escape from it. Space may be filled with some of the unwanted patterns, so the command did not manifest immediately, completely. Understand? Then what is the solution? Create the command with more and more persistence. Understand? I am not using the word intensity. I am using the word persistence. In intensity, greed is more active than the consciousness. In persistence, consciousness is more active than the greed. Listen carefully. You should all watch this satsang at least 5-6 times. Because this is one of the very important Sadashiva Ragasya. Especially people who want to manifest powers or manifest whatever they want in the life. Will persistence, not will intensity. Listen carefully. I'll reveal the Mahadeva Ragasya once more. Whenever you get into the state of Sadashivatva, oneness, and create the space for certain happening and manifest that sankalpa, the power. If it becomes reality, great. If not, know very clearly you manifested less power. So the solution is to manifest more power by will persistence, not beating yourself up with the powerlessness or self-doubt or self-hatred or self-denial. This is the Sadashiva Ragasya. Apply it. All your problems will be solved. You will go on manifesting Sadashivatva. Today, the hashtag Sadashiva Ragasya, and tag me. I'll repeat once more. The state of Sadashivatva, oneness, and the space in which you create the sankalpa and manifest as powers. If it manifests immediately, great, well and good. If not, you should know you manifested less power. So the solution is to manifest more power with will persistence, not beating yourself with a self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, and questioning the legitimacy of the science or your ability to utilize and manifest and use this science. State, space, and the science is a gift, cannot be taken away. You can't give up on even if you want.
Learning about vertical time zones versus uncovering our knowing how you can manifest the cosmos just by meditating on the cosmos, how you can become the cosmos. Some of the most
Amazing truths today. How was your experience? How many of you listened to these powerful revelations, like amazing, amazing revelations that Swamiji gave, busting so many of our myths, and not just that, literally questioning all the answers that we are having so far. And how did you all enjoy? Which topic of today's was the most interesting for you? Take a few minutes. I request all of you to post it here. And with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's sessions. We thank all the participants for joining us. We request all of you to please attend the full day program. We are having a lot of internalizing exercises, power manifestation sessions. So which will tremendously help you in your life. So make sure you're attending the full day. Now with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's sessions. Let's conclude the day with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Nithyanandam.